Since time immemorial, stories of creatures lurking in the darkness have fascinated and terrified civilizations across the globe. Vampires, werewolves, shapeshifters, they are more than mere myths. Could these tales be remnants of ancient truths, obscured by time and manipulation? Could the roots of these stories lie not just in our imaginations, but in ancient civilizations like the Canaanites? To explore the origins of these myths, we must travel back to the ancient Middle East. The Canaanites, an enigmatic civilization deeply intertwined with early Egyptian mythology, worshipped strange hybrid beings. Anubis, the Egyptian god, with the head of a jackal or dog, was associated with death and the underworld. But what if this was more than just a symbol of death? Could Anubis represent an ancient race, a lineage of dogmen, the precursors to werewolves? In the Bible, Cain, the first murderer, is cursed by God, destined to wander the earth, marked and shunned by society. Scholars have debated the nature of Cain's mark for centuries, but let us propose this. Cain's lineage, cast out from human society, may have been transformed, becoming the very origin of the Dogmen, a powerful family cursed to wander in the shadows, hiding their true form while continuing to exert influence over human civilization. From this, we can trace the mythological evolution. As Canaanites spread across the region, stories of shapeshifters, half man, half beast, grew. Some became known as werewolves, humans cursed to transform under the light of the full moon. Others evolved into vampires, cursed immortals, feeding on the life force of the living. Both of these creatures were linked to blood rituals and transformation, themes central to ancient Canaanite and neighboring cultures. In medieval Europe, these creatures became a way to explain the unexplainable. The predatory elite were likened to vampires, draining the life from the masses. Those cursed by fate became werewolves, doomed to lose control of their humanity and revert to their primal nature. But what if these myths were intentionally disguised as superstition, hiding a darker truth? What if, beneath the veil of folklore, a secret lineage of dogmen still exists, manipulating human civilization from the shadows? These dogmen, descending from the ancient Canaanites, could be the hidden hand guiding our world, using both fear and power to control nations. They bark orders at the moon, and a chosen few humans follow their commands, unwittingly serving this ancient bloodline. The manipulation is subtle, yet ever-present. Hidden symbols in modern culture, secret societies operating under the guise of elite organizations, all point to a continuation of this Canaanite lineage. They ensure that stories of werewolves and vampires remain relegated to horror fiction, their true nature lost to history. By dismissing them as fantasy, they ensure that no one looks deeper, allowing their influence to persist. From Cain, the first outcast, to Anubis, the guardian of the underworld, to the cursed werewolves and vampires of European folklore, the lineage of the Dogmen can be traced through history. These ancient beings, part of the forgotten Canaanite bloodline, continue to shape our world. The stories we've been told are not merely myths, but historical accounts altered to keep us blind to the truth. Werewolves and vampires, creatures of the night, aren't just symbols of fear. They represent something more ancient, more sinister. They are the remnants of a secret lineage that has controlled civilization for thousands of years. The question now is, how much influence do they still wield over our world today? And more importantly, can we break free from their shadow?